Godfrey Kanoti is a Kenyan political figure known for his involvement in the Kenyan political scene. In February 2025, Kanoti launched his political party called Democratic National Alliance with the aim to represent the political figures and economic interest for Kenyans, providing an alternative to existing political entity.
Different office, we are saying we are coming because the youth of this country need representation. There are many people that have been left out. There are many people in this country, the young people have corrupt, and you are collecting money from these companies. You are not oversighting. And if people have issues with Shah and Chief and Bunge is not speaking, you are not representing. So we are saying if Bunge does the work they are chosen to do, you are picked, you are elected, you are a leader, you are in parliament, simply do your work. Legislate, oversight, represent.
Exactly.
And if you keep in your line, you'll definitely check executive. Because then the executive will be accountable.
Yes.
But you see, parliament is captured. Judiciary is captured.
Yeah.
So Mwananchi is left crying.
Crying.
That's why you can see a court order in Barigoi, in Narok, is not honored. The result is what? Death. 6 people dead. Because of a court order that is not respected. But if people just kept the rule of law and say respect one another, we will not lose lives. We are saying an organized society where there is rule of law and people respect their God and they worship truly. There are no lies. We can have a society where all respectfully live together. And so I am looking at a country whereby as DNA we have a challenge, we have a duty to fight the injustice. And we'll keep on talking about all these injustices until we have leadership that respects all, that looks at things wholesomely, deeply into detail, and say we must have a clean society.
Exactly. And also the issue of now we go to the issue of economic recovery. Kenya at the moment, we have a debt of over $75 billion. Kenya is number 5 in terms of debt, public debt. So as DNA, what's proposals maybe if you form the next government? What are some of the proposals in terms of creating this, recovering the economy that is almost
we can't prioritize payment of debts as if we are not the first one. Even this president is not the first one to pay debts. Kenyatta paid debts that we didn't even know about. Wazungu walituacha na madeni. Moi left us with madeni. Kenyatta left us with madeni. Uhuru has left us with madeni. Ruto will leave us with madeni. But you cannot prioritize. We talked about debts when government came into power. We talked about restructure, reschedule, and even talk afresh about these things of debt, so that we tell you, if you are telling us to pay you 150, we don't have. We will pay you 150. We'll pay 100 billion. We can't afford what you're asking us. Even debt, hata leo ukiwa na deni ya gari, utaenda kwa mwenye alikopesha utaambia ilikuwa nimesema nitalipa 200,000 lakini I can only afford 100. And so they will give you more time. All these commercial loans that we are taking from the banks in China and all over the world, they are going to boomerang very negatively on this country. But that is not to say that we cannot pay our debts. And also we cannot prioritize the payment of debts of development. Actually, development, investing in manufacturing can make sure that the country has more money to pay these debts. Hata ukiwa leo na shilingi 200,000 deni na unataka kulipa 100 na una pesa umeweka kwa biashara, next month money and is losing that is so has want that early 70s was able to all these beautiful estates you see in different towns, the Mani, the Flamingos, the these people, governments, where we have new farming systems, we empower the farmers, give them even soft loans to do agriculture on their own. Sugar Mumia company, don't tell us you are still receiving and you are telling us nalipa bonus. Bonus inatoka wapi? Na hiyo kampuni bado iko kwa receivership.
Imagine.
But you have paid a bonus. Hiyo bonus mwenye hata anapokea. So ulize na hii bonus tutalipa hata next month? Is it per year? Is it per month? And if we are making profits, why can't we tell the receivers to pack and go? Because mzungu alikuwa anaitwa Buka, alijenga hizo shule zote, Buka Academies, akina Mumias Central, zote na barabara zilikuwa zinalimwa, mzungu akifanya hiyo kazi ya Mumias shule. Alipoondoka, tukaanza kuwa kila kitu inaanguka. I'm talking about Mumias, where Moko, the Mumias Outgrowers Company, is dead.
Because
and you're talking about reviving agricultural...
the president started selling even the machine, part of it.
It's not there, my brother. There's ni parking, wanafanya sukari, wanapakia Mumias, lakini inatolewa nje. It's important. Because you can see very clearly, where hata ukitembea Mumias, unajiuliza miwa inakatwa wapi. And those few farms that have got sugarcane, unaona gari zikipita zikienda huko West Sugar, in Malava, Cabras. So in Cabras there's production going on because it's a private company that is managing their activities better than this one that is government-led. So when somebody tells you Mumias imeamuka, wenye wako Mumias wanajua ni uongo inasemekana. So we want a government that will be deliberate and say, tunataka mbegu ya miwa, ile inaweza kumea kwa wakati kidogo. Tunataka farmers wetu wa Mumias Sugar walipwe pesa yao kwa wakati ambao unatakana. Tunataka hiyo miwa ipimwe ikiwa bado iko kwa shamba, isiende kupimwa kwa weighbridge kule kwa kampuni. Because kwa barabara miwa inaanguka, watu wanatoa miwa. By the time inatoa kama ilikuwa stake moja, hiyo stake imeshuka, iko chini. Na watapimia kule kwa factory. So these are small things that we just need a responsible government.
Yes.
And the only way is to remove this government from power.
That's the only way.
The only way. You asked me if our party is going to go it alone or if they will join.
Yeah, the alliance. Actually, that's the question I was going. The coalition building and the party alliances.
Not now.
What is your approach
in
terms of aligning with the other people?
Allow us to learn to walk, learn to talk, learn to do things. Once we establish our party across the country and also understand where we are going, we will engage like-minded parties and we will form a coalition of sorts.
Like the other day we were meeting with the ODM party
I've
leader.
been meeting party leaders. I met with the Honorable Raila Odinga.
Yes.
You can't rule him out. He's a serious leader in this country.
Exactly.
He leads half of this cabinet. He's leading half of the parliament. He has been on the Kenyan soil since the multi-party politics started. Definitely. I go to him for political lessons. I went to seek his guidance, his wisdom, and many things I would like to understand as a politician. Even as I go forward, I can't ignore the present and what is going on. So if you see me meeting these leaders, it's purely on building better knowledge and networks, reaching out to other people and understanding the political landscape that you have to consult and talk to these people. So as a party DNA, we want it established. You'll see us doing recruitment programs. We are going to do a lot of drives all over the country. You'll see us opening new offices in counties, over 30 offices in the whole country, because we are not just here for existence. We are here to win elections. And so for you to win elections, you must plan better. So we will go all over the country. We are going to meet different people and make sure that we have a strong party.
Exactly. So, and also the issue of now, maybe you can issue of the governance. Kenya has got a devolution on from your take as a party, because in the next few years you can be part of that. You will be having a governor, you will have a senator in your party. What have they done? What is needed in terms of governance? About the governance, what should they do that is better for
what works?
What works?
What works is simply devolve the functions, devolve the money. Period. Don't tell us you have devolved ECD and you want to come from the state house and go and build a classroom for the nurse. Don't tell us you have devolved healthcare and you want to go there and build for us a hospital in the constituency.
Exactly.
Don't tell us you have devolved and you are bidding for the construction of a classroom from the national government. National government, if you have devolved, tafadhali, pesa ya national government ibaki kwa national government, pesa ya counties pamoja na functions ziende kwa counties. Wezi enda kufanya barabara ya Kera. It's called Kenya Rural Roads. What are you in the rural doing? You have the highways. Do the highways, concentrate. But the money meant for the Kera, peleka huko. Peleka pesa ya kura kwa counties ambazo ziko na urban areas. So even on the road levy and all these things that the president is really struggling to control, we are saying devolve power, devolve money, devolve functions, and let all these groups must function independently. But that's how the constitution fashioned the whole thing. County governments must function. The national government must function. So what works better is what I've told you. Money follows functions. But if you change it and you say funds won't follow functions, then you are holding, and you want to hold governors accountable, and you are giving them money late. If you have done a budget year in the month of June, kindly by mwanzo wa mwezi wa saba, wacha pesa yende. Don't give money in December in bits, and then you are giving people, like now if you give money to the counties this month, what did it before? All counties are closing their budget so that the money can be returned to the treasury. And possibly when you begin the next financial year, you're not going to begin by giving them the money that you owed them. You will be again doing uniform. Kuna ukora kwa national government. It's all corruption. But we need Kenyans to come and help us push these people so that money can be taken to the right places. And just as I said, if our parliament is not compromised, they don't lick the boot of the big boys, they can actually correct this mess.
And also, much more, the last one is now the vision of DNA. What's your vision going forward towards beyond 2027? What's your vision? And also, you can comment on what happened the other day.
I think you didn't listen to me the whole interview.
I've
been talking about the vision of the
last one, maybe as a summary on issue of also you can talk on the issue of the other day MPs were saying that BBC should be disbanded from Kenya for exposing government. Maybe you can also comment on what the MPs said and how.
I'll just maybe also on that before you comment. We have seen the new finance bill for 2024. What would you advise the youth?
I will say, first of all, you can never suppress the voice of the no job.
Honorable Kanoti's political journey has been marked with both ambition and reshaping the Kenyan's political dynamics. In 2022, he revied for general election, he vied for Kwesero parliamentary seat, which lost to ODM, Honorable Aseka.
We have a government that has left out young people completely. At the very early stage, if you are 25, you are pregnant with vision, you're thinking of tomorrow, and you realize that even as you think about
The
tomorrow,
launch of DNA Democratic National Alliance has garnered attention, with political observers noting its potential to attract members of the formerly associated with ANC.
no one is thinking about you. Those who are in office, they have formed a club. It's agreed. They are looking for money. They are corrupt. They want to enrich themselves. Most of them are in their self-actualization stage, whereby they accumulate, and the greed and when you look at the whole thing about accumulation,
Yes.
desperate accumulation of wealth, it makes you wonder why in the first place you formed the government. So we are bringing a new party, a fresh start, a party that will make sure that the lowly, the poor, the left out, the ragtag no ones, the youth, people who have been yearning for something also get a chance to be represented and also to represent. Many people talk of this party as a scion of NC. Some call it we are holding brief for Musalia.
Yes.
Or we are holding brief for somebody else. I don't know, even in the culture of African culture, if you can hold a wife for somebody for some time. Can you marry a woman for some time, waiting somebody else to come and marry? We are hungry for change. We are forming a party that has got a vision to change this country. And so I want to make it very clear. We are not standing in for anyone. We are not representing anyone. We are not holding office for anyone. We are in office to take power. We are in office specifically to make sure that we bring change. And so that should not even be a discussion. And when somebody says we left ANC, the ANC was dissolved last year. We are forming DNA this year. That tells you we are not leaving any party. We are fresh.
Yes.
And this party is attracting all those people that left ANC a long time ago, is accommodating all these people that are leaving ODM. There's an exodus in Western from these parties, UDA, ODM.
But as Kenyan approaches the next general election, the emergence of the new political entities like DNA adds to a layer to a complexity to the nation's political fabric, whether Kanoti's new ventures will resonate with the electorate remains to be seen.
Yes.
That fresh party is DNA. That's why we have a pot as our symbol.
Yes.
The pot to represent a new beginning. We need to cook new food. We need fresh water for the country.
Yes.
The pot simply means we are ready to make a meal for the country.
Yes.
And we are saying if you drink from the same pot, you belong together. And we want Kenyans to drink from the same pot, meaning that we must fight tribalism, we must fight nepotism, we must fight all this segregation and make sure that we unite the country. We must have a country and the people that have no voice.
Yes.
Hence our rallying call. Your voice, your power. Your voice, your power.
Exactly.
That you must speak. You must speak out against all these ills, against all these malpractices, against corruption, against tribalism, against the killing of the Gen Zs, against abductions,
Yes.
against extrajudicial killings, against femicide, against all these things, poverty, ignorance, disease, the things that we look at. A young man who is in the
The
childbearing.
questions remains, will DNA party or Kenota's leadership expand beyond Western region to establish a national presence at the coast and even central region? Reporting for Live Nation 254. My name is Jeff Kizila.